It was a Tuesday morning when Marcus pulled into my shop with that look on his face. You know the look. The one that says something is wrong, but he has no idea what it is or how bad it is going to be. He had just driven 47 miles on the highway to get to work, noticed his steering wheel shaking like a jackhammer the whole way, and convinced himself it was probably nothing. Just a little vibration. Cars do that sometimes, right? I walked around his sedan, crouched down next to the front passenger tire, and felt my stomach drop. In 15 years of working as a mechanic, I had seen this exact situation dozens of times. And every single time, the driver had no idea how close they had come to a catastrophic blowout at highway speed. Marcus had driven 47 miles on a tire that was one pothole away from sending his car into oncoming traffic. The repair bill that day was $2,300, not because he needed new tires, not only because of that. It was because that one ignored tire had quietly destroyed his front axle, warped both front rotors, and knocked his suspension alignment so far out of spec that his inner tie rods were grinding down to almost nothing. All from one tire, all from warning signs he had seen for weeks but did not know how to read. Today I am going to tell you 7 tire warning signs that cost drivers over $2,000 in repairs, usually because they miss them or dismiss them as nothing serious. And I am going to tell you this not as a shop owner trying to sell you a service, but as someone who has watched people hand over money that they never had to spend. Because the truth is, if you catch these signs early, most of the time you are looking at a $50 fix, not a $2,000 disaster. Mechanics know this. Most of us count on you not knowing it. Let me start with the one that got Marcus because it is the sneakiest of all 7. The first warning sign is uneven tread wear on one side of the tire. Most people, when they check their tires at all, look at the center of the tread. They press a penny in and check the depth. That is fine. But what they almost never do is look at the inside edge of the tire, the part that faces the engine, the part you can barely see without crouching down. On Marcus's passenger front tire, the outside of the tread looked almost new. Plenty of depth. The inside edge? It was worn completely smooth. I mean shiny smooth, like someone had taken sandpaper to it. That condition is called camber wear, and it means your suspension geometry is off. Think of it like walking on the outside of your feet. Your shoes would wear out on one side long before the other, and your ankles and knees would take a beating. Your car is doing the exact same thing. The tire is the shoe. The suspension is the ankle and knee. And if you keep walking on bad form long enough, eventually something snaps. A simple alignment check costs between $75 and $100 at most shops. Replacing a front axle and both front rotors because the alignment damage went unaddressed for 4 months? That was Marcus's $2,300. Now here is something your mechanic will never volunteer. If you come in complaining about pulling to one side, the shop will almost always sell you an alignment, which is correct. But what they often skip is telling you that the alignment may be off because of a worn ball joint or a bent control arm. In other words, they align the car, charge you the $100, and 6 weeks later, it is out of alignment again. You come back confused. They shrug and say roads are rough. The real fix, replacing the worn component that was causing the misalignment in the first place, costs more upfront but saves you from this hamster wheel of realignments every 2 months. Always ask them why the alignment went bad. If they cannot tell you, they did not look hard enough. The second warning sign is cupping or scalloping on the tread. This one looks strange when you first see it. Instead of smooth, even wear, the tread has these wavy dips and high spots around the circumference of the tire, like the surface of a scallop shell. Run your hand across the tread, and it feels bumpy. This pattern is almost always caused by worn shock absorbers or struts. Here is the simplest way I can explain what shocks do. Imagine pressing your hand flat on a trampoline. When you let go, the trampoline bounces. Shocks are what stop your tire from bouncing every time it hits a bump. When they wear out, your tire is literally bouncing down the road, making full contact with the pavement only part of the time. That bouncing creates those scalloped dips. And here is the truly terrifying part. If your tire is bouncing, your braking distance increases dramatically. I have seen tests showing that worn shocks can add up to 10 extra feet to your stopping distance at 60 miles per hour. 10 feet is the difference between stopping safely and hitting the car in front of you. New shocks and struts run between $100 and $150 each, and a full replacement on all 4 corners typically costs $600 to $800 at a shop. That sounds like a lot. But a worn shock left unaddressed chews through tires, destroys wheel bearings, and can eventually crack the strut mount. At that point, you are talking about a repair that can exceed $1,500, plus new tires, plus an alignment. Sandra learned this the hard way. She came to me last winter with a tire that looked like it had been chewed by something. She thought the tire was defective. The tire was fine. The shock absorber had been shot for over a year. She needed 2 new tires, 2 new rear shocks, and a rear alignment. Final bill, $1,140. The shocks alone, caught early, would have been $400. The third warning sign is sidewall bulging or bubbling. This one is non-negotiable. If you see a bulge on the sidewall of your tire, a little bubble that looks like the tire is blowing a bubble gum bubble, you pull over and you call a tow truck. Not tomorrow, not after work, now. That bulge means the structural integrity of the tire is compromised. The steel and fabric belts inside the sidewall, think of them like the rebar inside concrete, have separated or broken. The only thing holding the air pressure in at that point is a thin layer of rubber. And thin layers of rubber on tires moving at 70 miles per hour have a way of failing, without warning, and without mercy. I have seen blowouts from sidewall bulges destroy entire wheel wells, tear through brake lines, and cause rollovers. A new tire to replace a bulging one costs between $100 and $200 depending on your vehicle. A hospital visit and a totaled car cost infinitely more. There is no version of this warning sign where you continue driving. None. The fourth warning sign is vibration at highway speed that only happens above 55 miles per hour. This is the one most drivers dismiss as a road condition issue. The road is rough. There is a bridge. That stretch of highway has always been bumpy. But if the vibration happens consistently above a certain speed and then smooths out if you go faster or slower, that is almost certainly a wheel balance issue. Your tires and wheels need to be perfectly balanced. Over time, the small balance weights that shops attach to your wheels can fall off, or the weight distribution shifts as tread wears. An out-of-balance tire creates vibration that gets worse at certain speeds. Think of it like a washing machine with all the clothes bunched up on one side. The machine shakes violently at certain speeds in the spin cycle. Wheel balancing costs about $15 to $20 per tire, so $60 to $80 for a full set. It takes about 30 minutes. Here is what happens when you ignore it. The vibration transmits directly into your wheel bearings. Wheel bearings are not cheap. A single wheel bearing replacement runs between $300 and $500 at a shop. Many cars go through 2 or even 3 wheel bearing failures when the root cause, an unbalanced tire, was never addressed. I have seen people spend over $1,200 on wheel bearings across multiple visits when the entire problem started with an $80 balance job. Now, before I give you the next 3 warning signs, I want to pause here because I need to say something important. If you are watching this and realizing that you have been ignoring some of these signs, you are not alone. Most drivers have no idea that their tires are trying to tell them something. That is not stupidity. That is just how things work when nobody teaches you. If you want to stop being the person who hands mechanics thousands of dollars for problems that started as $50 fixes, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that bell. Because every week we pull back the curtain on the stuff mechanics know and hope you never find out. Go ahead and do it right now. I will wait. Back? Good. Let us keep going. The 5th warning sign is low tread depth on only one axle. You have probably heard the penny test. Stick a penny in the tread with Lincoln's head pointing down. If you can see the top of Lincoln's head, the tread is dangerously low and the tire needs replacement. But here is what nobody tells you. If your front tires are worn to the limit and your rear tires still have great tread, swapping them front to back is not always the answer. And sometimes it creates a new and more dangerous problem. On front-wheel drive cars, the front tires always wear faster because they do the steering, the braking, and all the power delivery. On rear-wheel drive cars, the back tires wear faster. When you have a major mismatch in tread depth front to rear, your car handles differently at each end under braking and in wet conditions. The end with less tread is more likely to lose grip first. If that is your rear tires, you get oversteer, where the back of the car slides out, the most dangerous type of loss of control for the average driver to manage. The rule your mechanic will not always share is this. Always replace tires in pairs on the same axle, and ideally all 4 at once if the tread difference between front and rear is more than 4/32 of an inch. Mismatched tires can also trigger your traction control and ABS systems to behave erratically, causing premature wear on those components. A wheel speed sensor replacement, often triggered by tire size or tread depth mismatches confusing the system, runs about $200 to $300 per sensor. There are 4 sensors on most modern cars. The 6th warning sign is repeated low pressure in the same tire. You keep adding air to the same tire every few weeks. Maybe you tell yourself it is because of temperature changes. Maybe you figure it has a slow leak and it is fine as long as you keep it filled. Here is the truth. A slow leak that you top off repeatedly is one of the most tire-destroying habits you can have. When a tire runs even slightly underinflated, it flexes more than it should with every rotation. That flexing generates heat, and heat is the single greatest enemy of tire rubber and internal structure. It breaks down the compounds, weakens the belt adhesion. It breaks down the compounds, weakens the belt adhesion, and over time creates the exact internal separation that leads to the sidewall bulges we talked about earlier. Running a tire at just 6 pounds per square inch below the recommended pressure increases the heat it generates by nearly 40%. And heat damage does not show up in the tread. It is invisible until it is not, which is when the tire fails. A plug and patch for a puncture costs about $25 to $35. A valve stem replacement, which is often the cause of slow leaks at the valve, costs about $10. Ignoring a slow leak until the tire suffers heat damage and needs replacement costs $150 and up per tire. James, a regular customer of mine, had a slow leak in his rear driver's side tire for almost 5 months. He added air every 2 to 3 weeks. By the time he brought it in, because the tire finally looked visibly low, the internal damage was so advanced that all 4 tires had to be replaced. The heat damage had spread to the adjacent tire from being driven unbalanced for so long, and the front 2 were past their safe wear limit. 4 new tires on his pickup truck cost him just over $1,200. One patch job 5 months earlier? $30. The 7th and final warning sign is cracking or dry rot in the sidewall. This one matters most if your car sits for long periods or if you live somewhere with extreme heat, ozone exposure, or harsh UV conditions. Tires have a lifespan measured not just in miles but in years. Most manufacturers recommend replacing tires after 6 years regardless of tread depth. The rubber compounds in tires degrade over time from UV exposure, ozone in the air, temperature cycling, and general oxidation. When this happens, you start to see small cracks in the sidewalls, sometimes hairline thin, sometimes deeper and more pronounced. These are not cosmetic. They are a sign that the rubber has lost its elasticity and is becoming brittle. A brittle tire does not blow out the same way a healthy tire does. It does not give you warning vibrations or bulges. It can simply come apart while you are driving, large sections of tread separating from the carcass at highway speed. This is called tread delamination, and it is the kind of failure that causes serious accidents. Low miles does not mean safe. Check the date code on your tires. It is stamped on the sidewall in a 4-digit code inside an oval. The first 2 digits are the week of manufacture. The last 2 are the year. A code reading 2419 means the tire was made in the 24th week of 2019. If that tire is on your vehicle today, it is approaching 7 years old, and it needs to come off regardless of how much tread it has. Replacing 4 tires proactively because of age costs you between $400 and $800 depending on your vehicle. Dealing with an accident caused by tread delamination results in average repair bills of $4,000 to $6,000 just for vehicle damage, plus insurance rate increases, plus the possibility of litigation. Here is what it all comes down to. Tires are the only part of your car that touches the road. Every bit of acceleration, every bit of braking, every turning input you make goes through 4 contact patches about the size of your hand. And yet tires are the most neglected component on most vehicles. Not because drivers are careless, but because the warning signs are not obvious to an untrained eye. And because mechanics and dealers have a financial incentive to catch problems at the expensive stage, not the cheap stage. I am not saying every mechanic is dishonest. Most are not. But the system is not designed for your benefit. It is designed for their revenue. What you can do today, right now, before you get back in your car, is this. Go outside and walk around your vehicle. Get low and look at the inside edges of your tires, not just the tops. Run your hand across the tread and feel for scalloping or bumps. Look at the sidewalls for cracks or bulges. Check the date codes and calculate how old your tires are. Note whether any one tire seems to be losing pressure more than the others. This inspection takes about 5 minutes. It costs nothing, and it is the difference between a $50 fix and a $2,000 disaster. Marcus, by the way, drives a different car now. The repair on his sedan was more than the car was worth after factoring in everything the tire damage had cascaded into. He sold it to a salvage yard. He calls me every 6 months now to ask about his new car, and every time I tell him the same thing. Check the tires first. Always the tires first. You now know more about tire warning signs than the average driver learns in a lifetime. Use it. Share it with someone you know who just got their license or who has been driving for 30 years and never thought twice about what their tires are telling them. The information costs nothing. The ignorance can cost everything. But this is only the beginning of what we need to talk about, because tires are connected to everything, and the next video reveals the 5 brake warning signs that your dealership is trained to wait on until the repair costs triple, including one that happens completely silently and shows no warning lights at all. Most drivers find out about it the same way, in a panic. Watch that video right now by clicking the link on screen. Everything I just told you about tires applies to brakes, and what you are about to learn will change how you listen to your car forever.